Hey everybody, it's Iana Dracon! And I don't know why I suddenly did that. Anyway, continuing from last time when we had a suspenseful moment where I was standing in front of a doorway. Yeah, prepare for one of the longest cutscenes in the entire game. Yeah, once you hit this door, for those of you playing along, prepare to waste about 15 minutes watching something. And for those of you watching, just to watch, I'm not skipping this. For those of you playing at home with, along with me, you can. But if you're playing for the story, I don't suggest that. And, I'm not going to because while I already know the story, I know that some of the people watching may not. So, here we go. Opening the door. And I'm just going to set my controller aside so that I don't say anything or hit any of the buttons. I'm not sure about you, but I love this music.
It's the statue of Folset.
It's so soothing, don't you agree?
We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game's story, it's supposed to be an important god or something.
And EU10 knows about as much of the world as I know about the creation of this game, which isn't that much, actually.
Yeah. That you can only get in this area.
He's basically just doing more of a tutorial.
Sure. Go ahead. You're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
Why, thank you, AO10. Oh, right, I'm actually supposed to hit this now. Yeah, but... And now begins one of the longest cutscenes. Wow, I forgot. And I only played this a little bit today.
Thanks.
What's AO10 doing?
What the items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
I know they are, but...
And our reward is you.
Wait, but what?
Picking up these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun.
What? What's AO10 doing?
Idiot like you isn't qualified to play this game.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember?
Yeah, now you know why I called her Asta. She's an ass.
This is my reward.
To you. Here's a mechanic that they didn't institute into the actual gameplay, but apparently the world does have. You can actually play a lot around with how your character is and isn't oriented in relation to the game, and with how many different worlds you can go to and how much variety there is, I mean, Hasteo!
How pathetic.
I mean, I can understand why they did
What do
that.
you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
What do you think? Should I
Come
be
on,
quiet?
Say something already.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, there is one small glitch. When Asta says hello, it doesn't appear in the bottom of the screen.
Hey, you're still around, aren't you?
Neither does his. And it's kind of interesting that it doesn't always. There's another mechanic they didn't put into the actual gameplay. Apparently you can knock an item out of someone and actually make them lose it. I'm kind of glad they didn't institute that, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad that that's not part of the actual game that we're going to be playing. That momentary red glimpse off his glasses, and then that one. Let's talk about that. That happens a lot, and you notice that he's already wearing orange glasses. They tint that with the light so often
To the world.
that it's not even funny. And now we get into the actual title. Sorry about that. Oh, here comes one of my favorite scenes. And I hope one of your guys' favorite scenes as well. Yeah, there's a lot of unused material from the cutscenes that I think are just awesome. Like the ability to knock weapons away from people. But, you know, anyway. Yeah, we already know we're playing .hack GU. And here comes the beginning credits, as you may have guessed. Oh, I just love this music. You know what? I'm gonna shut up and let you watch this now, uninterrupted.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong. I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK, shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the Great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
Yeah, I think I can.
I'm sorry, but that music and that scene are one of my favorite scenes. And they're telling us that we're actually on volume 1 of the 3 volumes. As you get later into the games, it actually takes more memory up because of the areas it has to load. And all the areas that are in the games. Yeah. Talking a bit on Haseo right now, he's an adept rogue, as they explained in the first game.
So it's you, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death.
Adept rogues get 3 sets of weapons. They get
players who kill other players are disgraceful.
job extensions,
And
basically.
I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
He does make good points, but I prefer Haseo's method.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I'm the leader of Moon Tree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
So, it's not like I'm PKing other people, I'm PKing PKers.
Killed? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atali, do you know this person?
No?
Atali.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this. Just a case of mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh? A text message.
Yeah, when you're playing, occasionally
Delta
players will
Forbidden Waterfall.
give you a text message, and you actually generally have to go to where they said.
Who sent it?
Going back onto the job extensions before I got interrupted by Sakaki, an adept rogue will get 2 job extensions. As you saw, they begin with, obviously, the job, adept rogue. They have dual blades, or daggers as I like to call them. They will get at job extension 1 to form 2.
What you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
Shut up, Sakaki. At job extension number 1 to your form 2, you kind of go into a kimono kind of state, and you get the broadsword as well as your dual daggers. At job extension 2, form 3, which is what Haseo is at, you will get the Reaper's Blade or the Scythe. The weapons that you saw Haseo using were actually the form extensions weapons themselves. Those are the weapons you get for the form extension. So he's using low-level items to kill PKs, which makes it even more unbelievable.
The terror of death.
Just warning, he is maximum level, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet.
Well, I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always been reliable. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy.
As I warned you, this is going to be a rather long episode than the last one. It's just going to be one entire cutscene.
And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and she hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her.
This is not getting into like the backstory of it.
And no one seems to know the reason why.
And it really doesn't do it
He is
justice.
not a normal PK.
So you knew.
Be wary of Ovan when his glasses
Yes,
glow.
That's all that I know. But if you were able to find Tri-Edge,
Yeah,
you might learn something about Shino's coma. You may also learn more about what really happened that day.
It gets explained later on.
And if you were somehow able to defeat Tri-Edge,
Yeah.
Maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
if my information is correct, he will be back today at the scene of the crime.
Scene of the crime. You mean
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
This is actually a fairly commonly used area too. You will go back to it over and over again. In fact, it was so frequently used in the first game, they brought in the first
I'll get my chance.
set of games,
I
that they
swear
brought
I'll
it back
bring
in this
Shino back.
trilogy.
I'll do it, Oban.
Yes, we are actually playing the
You and I.
second
We're the only ones who could possibly bring
series
her back.
of the game.
The only ones. Oban?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do.
Unfortunately, this is going to be an extended episode because of, well, just how long this cutscene actually is.
He will be back today at the scene of the crime.
Tri-Edge.
Doesn't this look familiar? Now, since you've already seen this, I feel I need to commentate on this, since you've already seen the preview. I assume... And now it goes back to when he was just an adept rogue job 1.
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
A girl?
That's right. She was called Aura.
Aura is,
Why'd she disappear?
Who knows?
she's explained in the earlier games. I'm not going to get into, all of it, but Aura is basically the goddess of this world. It's explained more in the first 4 games. So it's not too bad. This is Azure Kite. You don't really get to know his name until later on. Oh, interesting fact.
Tri-Edge?
Actually, no, I'll get to the interesting fact when we get to it. For now, yeah. His name is Azure Kite. This is actually his only solo appearance in actual gameplay. He is one of 3 Azure Knights. And he's actually the last of the 3 Azure Knights, and he became the leader of them. He became the leader through one specific power, which is going to be shown off. I will actually explain what it's called when it gets to it. You notice he's glowing. And think about this. This is Haseo at maximum level, and he can't even do anything to Azure Kite. you don't ever get an ability with Blue Flames that's specific to him, and it's only used in the cutscene. This right here, it's called, well, just think about this. It drains data from characters and such. The ability is actually known as Data Drain. You use it fairly frequently. In the first set of games, you had an infection level. In this game, it's not an infection, but you do get essentially the same things. Yeah, and that's where I left you off at in the preview. You get to see the entire thing. Yeah, he's thrust back into Job 1. And Ovan's not up here in time to save you. Anyway, considering that this episode's been excessively long, I'm just gonna go ahead and save and see you guys later. Review complete.
What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge, but then... Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted. What's going on? What about my emails? Huh? What the hell? I would never delete these. They're all gone. Even the emails I got from Shino. Everything's been reformatted. What the hell is going on? An email? Fine, let's take a look. Ovan?
There are two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It is a path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is torturous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you have chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, then there will come a time when you and I will meet once again in the world. When the time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world. Now I know you can probably read this, but I'm gonna actually give voice to these emails, the more important ones. There's going to be excessively long emails, though, from, like, CC Corp, and I just don't feel like doing them. I'm just going to give you blunt information on what these longer emails say. Most of the time I don't actually read all of the emails, because they're basically just a bridge between them.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world. And then, I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what.
Yeah, because what kind of game would it be if we didn't go back to the world, you know? Every time you see new on these things, that basically just means there's something new for you to see. News capture doesn't really show much of anything except what's happening outside the world. The community forum is actually a place where you can get a lot of different things like BGMs for the background, actual backdrops for your computer screen. And you'll see me coming here fairly frequently. If you stay idle long enough, you can actually get a view of this. The thing that you're on will always be on the left-hand side. And it'll obviously go in a counterclockwise circle from you know, what you see to the right to what you see to the left. Yeah. When you do pop it back up, it'll go right back to where you were at. You won't see what's in the left corner. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, as I said, save frequently. And with that save completed, I will see you guys next time. But first, no, I'm just kidding. See you guys next time.